Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be taking a look into a possible winter storm across portions of the plains like Kansas, Oklahoma, and even Texas as well. Plus, there's even a chance for a a nor'easter across portions of the northeastern United States. Will it happen? Yes or no? We'll talk about that a little bit later in the video, but first, let's talk about this possible winter storm. This is kind of popping up out of a little bit out of nowhere here. And here's your little pressure system where it's currently kind of by near Amarillo, Texas. Sorry. Um, you can see there's quite a bit of snow with the system here as well. So you got the cold air in place, and it will start to pick up some moisture. And you can see here there's even a heavy swath of snow on the north and western side of this low pressure system here. And the models are really going high amount of totals with this system here. That's why I'm saying kind of comes out of nowhere because it just popped up, I believe, about 5 days ago, 4 days ago. It's when the system popped up, but it was not that serious. Now it's starting to get a little bit serious out across around Dodge City, Bosley City, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Maybe even Wichita City, Elk City, Woodward, Miami. I'll have my snowfall map in a little bit, but it's not snowfall totals. Well, I'll give it to you of my idea. But it still starts to continue eastward here. Still got a nice swath of snow. It does die down as it pushes eastward. You still got a nice swath of snow on the north side here. And I think the energy will hold whenever it reaches to Indiana, Kentucky, but it's not going to be as heavy. You can see there, there's a nice swath of snow there across Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia there, and maybe even Tennessee as well. But I think it die out as it kind of reaches near the Appalachian Mountain states like West Virginia, Virginia as well. But let's take a look at those snowfall mounts here. And like I said earlier, we're starting to see snowfall mounts nearing 1 foot of snow, which is kind of ridiculous. And we're at Dodge City, about 8.7 inches. Man, my pronouncing's bad today. But Boise City, about 2.7. Amarillo, 2.4 inches. Oklahoma City, you might not get much of anything. It's going to be a very sharp cutoff here. You can see Oklahoma City, but whenever you get to end, uh, yeah, that's kind of how you pronounce that. About 3 inches of snow there, so it's a little bit sharp cutoff. It actually does continue eastward. You can see around Springfield, Missouri, about 1.5 inches. And it seems like it picks back up when it reaches to Kentucky as well, even to the Appalachian Mountains as well. And of course, on far northern side, there's going to be a nice swath of snow as well. I'm not going to forget about you guys up there. And here's the NAM. Now, this is the high res NAM. It does not go completely all the way far out here. It only the snow kind of leads to Indiana and Kentucky, which I'll show you the NAM 12 km in just a moment. But again, look at these snowfall mounts. I think this is a little overdone here. 15 inches, that's pretty ridiculous. Ashland, about 13 inches. Woodward, about 10.5 inches. I mean, I feel like it's just a little overdone, especially that area there. I don't think you're going to see 16.4 inches of snow. But look at Oklahoma City, though. Oklahoma City may be able to get a decent amount of snow. The crazy thing about this here is what the ball is spitting out here. If you go on the northern side of Oklahoma City, or even a little bit on the countryside, may be able to see about 5 inches of snow, but the southern portion might not be able to see anything. That would be pretty interesting if that would be the case. But here's what I'm talking about here. There's your snow batch there. It does not go throughout the entire event. And the GFS here, I think this is the weakest out of all of them. But again, you can see here, there's even a portion of quite a bit of snow there as well. Now let me show you that model, the NAM. Now I think the NAM is going to have a good handle on this one here. You can see here when it reaches around Kentucky. Pretty good swath of snow there. And the snowfall amounts around those areas is actually showing about 1 to 2 inches. Even some areas may be able to see 3 inches is possible But if we kind of go back here, look all that heavy snow, and that's a lot of snow with it as well. And let's take a look into the snowfall mounts as well. Now this is a very interesting system. And holy cow, does it spit out a lot of snow too. That dark green, that's about 18 to 20 inches. That's impressive there, for especially for a weak system. And I kind of doubted on that one there as well. I don't really think it's going to happen here, but again, there's a very nice swath of 1 to 2 inches, isolated 3 amounts as possible for across portions of Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. It's even showing portions of Arkansas with it as well, which is very, very interesting there. And let's go to go to my map here. So the purple area there, that's where I'm showing the potential for the winter storm. The blue means the best chance for snow. Now, of course, north of it as well can see snow as well, but it's just kind of based along with the system here. On the northern side, it's mainly snow showers of flurries. Meanwhile, if you're a little closer to the system here and more closer to the freezing line, this is kind of the best chance of snow here. In this area here, this is where you could probably see at least Missouri, Arkansas, and eastward, probably 1 to 2 inches, isolated 3 amounts are possible. However, when you go into the peak area, this is probably where we're going to see the max snowfall amount 8 inches. It's my prediction here for the winter storm potential. And probably the bullseye would be more, it's kind of hard to see here, but kind of for like Woodward, I should say, Dodge City there. Kind of around those areas as well. Wichita may have the potential for it. You can see Oklahoma City, I do have it included for the best chance of snow. But that's that mini winter storm part. Now let's move on to the possibility of a nor'easter. Now people have been talking about this for a while now, and some of you guys might be saying, why I haven't talked about this yet. It's because the uncertainties is extremely high with the system here. Now the models are getting a little bit of a better agreement now with the system here. And let's go ahead and go back to the models here. And what it used to be is actually a nice swath of snow across a good chunk of the Northeast, even extending back as far southeast as Ohio and West Virginia. Now we're starting to see some different stories here. So let's move on to the European model first of all. We're going to move on all the way into Friday here. So your low pressure system is going to start to develop in the Gulf of Mexico, which does have quite a bit of moisture with it. It's really disorganized, and it's kind of all over the place. You can see now it starts to develop right off the Atlantic coast. And you can see here it actually misses the northeast. However, there is some snow showing up here, but that's coming from a separate system. What I mean by a separate system, there's going to be another system coming behind it. So don't worry, people in the Northeast. You're not really going to completely, you'll probably will miss the nor'easter, which is possible, but what there will be a system behind it as well, which will be coming from Canada. So you got the cold air in place, and you can see here it actually hits Nova Scotia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Really hard there with the snow. I mean, look at that. That's just a lot of snow. And there's that other system as well, giving a nice swath of snow for the Northeast. So Northeast, you won't really completely miss out with the snow. So here's the next 10 days here. You can see Nova Scotia, about 20 inches of snow is possible, but even some areas in the next 10 days, like across Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, even New York State, might be able to see a good amount of snow. Very interesting enough, West Virginia look like it's going to see a lot of snow as well in the next 10 days. Here's the European model here. Very interesting here as well. If you really want snow here from the GFS standard, you got to be on the very tip end of Massachusetts. That's it. I mean, it literally completely misses a good chunk of the Northeast here. You can see there on the coast there, about 3 inches of snow is possible there. But let's take a look at on this thing here on a different graphic, because it kind of has that glitch look. So we'll be able to get a better idea from this model here. But let's take a look into the radar first, or future radar people will call it. But anyways, here comes the system right here. And then again, it's showing a little bit of snow for around Massachusetts. And there's a system that's going to be coming behind there. And actually kind of moves into the Ohio Valley, even the lower Ohio Valley there. And again, just completely misses the Northeast here. And it hits Nova Scotia with tons of snow there. And your snowfall map, you can see there around Nova Scotia. You can see there off the screen about 20 inches of snow, which is ridiculous. And again, it misses the Northeast, even misses Maine as well. But again, there's going to be another system coming behind this, so don't worry too much about it. Even though you might not get a nor'easter, but you can get another system. Because man, I'm losing my words here. You will have a system coming behind it. And let's take a look at a couple other models here. Here's the CMC model. It actually hits the Northeast, but not the entire Northeast. It actually hits Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, even Massachusetts as well, with the highest amounts in Maine with about 7 to 8 inches there. Let's take a look into the icon model, which is currently in the 18Z update. Let's move on to 12Z like the other models. And it actually hits the Northeast here, and this is the only model that kind of shows that it hits most of the Northeast area. Again, widespread 5 to 10 inches of snow there as well. And again, what are my thoughts on this system here? Well, we still have some uncertainty to talk about, so let's move right over here. Now, this is where I'm predicting probably the best chance of snow, or possibly some snow. This kind of includes portions of Rhode Island, Connecticut. I even include Boston as well, Massachusetts, even up to Maine as well. Even a portion of New Hampshire as well. So, basically, if you really want to get the best chance to know, go on to the East Coast of Massachusetts and Rhode Island and north. Probably best chance of it will be in Maine. But this big red circle here is the possible low track area. And it seems like the models are kind of what's the words here? Not showing this track anymore. What they used to show, like the European model, actually heading right towards Bermuda, completely missing everybody northeast. Now all the models here, we're starting to see an agreement here, which is good news for us as forecasters here. But it's not good news for the forecast for portions of the northeast here. If y'all haven't seen a couple other model runs, it just shows a big swath of snow from like Washington for Philadelphia, New York City, all the way up into Maine with snowfall amounts spitting up about 20 inches. Doesn't show that anymore, unfortunately for you guys. But again, this is my idea here for the probably the best chance of snow in the blue area here. Of course, New Brunswick and Nova Scotia as well probably has the best chance of snow as well. And again, this is the possible low track area is in the circle here. So am I able to go a little bit into the northeast, at least the far northeastern United States? But we will see what happens here. And hopefully um, we won't see a large uncertainty again by the models here. But anyways, guys, this is all for guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all did like this video, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you never miss an upload. If y'all guys got questions about this, you put a comment section down below. Alright, you guys questions. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.